So welcome to Resto Designs, guys, and this is another how-to video. This how-to video is a little bit different to the others. This is a shh. Don't tell anyone that you've seen this video. Don't share this video with anyone, because this way you can make your friends jealous that you have electric mirrors in your Golf Mark II and they won't know where you got them from. So I'm going to show you guys in today's video how you go from this Mark II standard mirror, which doesn't actually work properly, to electric mirrors. And it's I'm going to show you at the end what the donor mirror is going to be and how to go about it. All right, so the first thing you do, you've got your original mirror, is you get a flathead screwdriver and you're going to pop off the mirror carefully because you don't want to crack it. So you might be able to see them right there, so you can kind of just put like a little wedge in there and just hopefully this hasn't been stuck on. Because if it has, then I am going to be screwed. Okay, so that seems to be moving. I'm going to try and pry it off. There we go. Without breaking anything. Perfect, so that's the top done. Okay, and there you go. No issues there. Got it off without breaking it. This is your standard Mark II mechanism. Now you've got these 4 little Torx in there, which hopefully you guys can see in there. And now we're going to remove those and then actually cut the cables here and actually pull the mechanism out. So what I'm going to do is, with a good set of side cutters, just cut them individually. And then just slide it out. As simple as that. And you then no longer need this. So these are very small Torx. Some of them are actually Phillips screws, some of them are Torx. I've actually used an Allen key to actually remove these, like a 2mm Allen key I think it is, and I've actually been able to get them off because they're not going to be very tight. So yeah, you've got 4 of them right here. So there you have it. I removed all 4, and then you're just left with this. Then you're going to need the 4 screws back again, potentially. So there you go. That's what the size of the screws look like. You just remove that, throw that away, and then you're left with just the case. Now I'm going to give this a clean in here. While I've got it off, actually, there's a few cobwebs and stuff. Okay, so that's a lot better in there. So now I'm going to show you the secret, guys. Are you ready for this? Dun dun dun. Some of you may recognize this. And it's actually from a Passat B3 and the B4. So pretty much the same, and it's got the same wiring and wiring loom. I'm going to be covering the wiring loom actually in the second part of this video. So yeah, first thing again we're going to do, much like we did with the Mark II mirror, is actually carefully remove, or you don't really need to be careful, but yeah, remove the mirror. Well, I guess you do need to be careful because you don't want to damage the motor. So you just, this has popped off actually a lot easier. And this is actually a heated mirror, which is quite nice, which is a nice option to have. So you do also have that option. Get some pliers and carefully remove. There we go. Job done. like I said, this is actually a heated mirror, which you can get for the Mark II. They're quite hard to come by, but I think there might be a few on eBay. But yeah, you do have the option. You don't have to run the heated if you don't want to, but if you do, at least you do have the option. As you can see, that looks very similar to the one that we've removed from the Mark II. Now, like I said, some of them are Phillips, some of them are Torx. This one actually has 4 Phillips screw heads in it, so we're going to remove those first. So again, these are what the 4 screws look like, and there is a difference. These are actually kind of like a normal screw thread on them, and the Mark II ones are actually a really fine thread. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But anyway, okay, so now you've got the motorized section, and what we're going to do is we're going to try, it's got a little cable tie holding the loom there, so we're going to remove that. And now just push the loom through a bit. And at the back, hopefully you guys are going to be able to see. I might be able to zoom in a bit so you guys can actually see. But it actually is labelled blue there, brown, black and white. And now, and the reason for that is obviously if this does actually get damaged, you can just replace this part. So they've actually just put push on fittings here. So let me just be careful not to, there we go. You don't want to break these. And that's it, and it's come apart, it's come away now from the wiring. And now what we'll do is we'll actually push the wiring this way, because obviously with the plugs, it's not going to fit through there, so we're just going to pull it this way. Leaving us with the harness actually that we need. And this bit now and the mirror are actually no longer needed. Now the next thing to do is to take off maybe about 30 mil here, so that you're going to have, because you need more space, I found, to take off, like I said, about that much there, about 1 inch if you're in the US. So as you can see, I've removed about 1 inch. And now the next thing we'll do is we're going to have to actually run these wires through, up and into that hole. Now, to do so, you need some insulation tape, and you're going to need a bit of wire. So what you're going to do is you're going to just feed this through there, so that I can run it. There we go, it's come through, like so. So now I'm going to tape up these connectors. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that they don't get stuck. It's easy to pull them through, like that. And now wrap it around as tight as you can, around the wire and the cables, and now just pull it and push it and feed it through, and hopefully we can, if I can get it at a better angle for you guys to see. Okay, that's the main part through. Now let's just have a little bit. There we go. Job done. So now, actually what you can do is, because you're not going to be using, or I'm not going to be using the heated mirror wiring, I might actually just tape them together so they're not going to be loose or get in the way of anything. It's just neater that way. Okay, so like I said, give this a clean at the back of here. So hopefully you guys can see there, it actually says white, brown, blue and black, which obviously coincides with these wires here. So we're going to go white for in. Now with the pliers, long nose pliers, just make sure they go, because they did sit actually flush almost. And then the next one is black, and then that one's brown, and then last is the blue one. And it's also marked on here, an arrow saying top. So it goes that way around. And as you can see, it bolts up perfectly. Now, we're not going to be using the original Passat Phillips head ones, because like I said, there is actually a difference. One is like a self-tapper kind of screw, and the other one's actually like a fine thread. And so that's what we're going to be using, is the Mark II ones to screw them back in. So there we go. That's the fourth one, tight. Just double check them all again. There you have it. And now you'll see that your original Mark II mirror will, once it's the right way around, will fit perfectly. There you go, look at that, it's amazing. So, there you have a Mark II electric mirror hack using Passat B3 and B4 mirrors. You can also use the Passat B3 and B4 wiring loom for this, but that's going to be a next part because it's a very short video. Do not share this video with anyone or with any of your friends, so that you guys can be special and have electric mirrors on your Mark II, and people be wondering, where did you find them? How did you find them? And I'll go into more detail in the next video with the wiring and the switches and stuff that you need as well. And it's really quite easy to do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, follow, comment, and be safe, guys.